Hello everyone and welcome once again to Elite Creations. Today we're going to be making a Christmas flower, and this is what I mean. Okay, we're going to be doing a very special Santa Claus version of a poinsettia. Okay, but we're going to do this one with a different finishing in the middle. This one has the little little strips, I would say, cut up, but the other one we're gonna have little fluffy balls in the middle of the one that we're gonna make now. Okay, everything else is gonna be the same, but in the middle it's just gonna be different. Okay, all right, so for this one we're basically gonna need 3 templates. The leaf of the flower, which is basically, I want to say from the tip to the bottom is 20 centimeters long. We're gonna need a triangle and a rectangle. You can make those two any size you want. It depends on the size of the flower that you're making. It's up to you. This one we will be needing about, I would say, well, let me start off with saying these are the colors we're gonna use: red and black. And we will be using the cardstock paper 65. Okay, 65 pounds, but that's what it is, cardstock paper. And we are going to be needing 12 red and 4 blacks of the leaf. Okay, 12 red, 4 black. Okay, all right. And like I always say, if you would like to purchase any of my templates, of course you may send me a message and I'll be more than happy to help you with that. Or if you just want to go ahead and just eyeball it, that's up to you. That's fine. So we're going to be needing. Okay, all right, so let's get started. So like I said, we're going to be needing 12 red leaves and 4 of the black ones. Okay, for this one we are going to be using a different shape of backing for our flower. And you know, of course, I like to do a nice finishing touch for my backs of all my flowers, so that's what we're going to be doing now. So I went ahead and I cut out this one, okay, an octagon. Let's see. For that, I also went ahead and I cut out a back cover for it, and also the strips to cover the edges. Okay, so let's go ahead and like I say, depends on the size of the flower you're making. That's the size that you. It's up to you what size you cut out all the shapes for this one. Okay. Let me measure this one for you guys so you guys have an idea of what this size is. And I'm gonna measure from corner to corner. Okay, let's see. This one is about I would say, let me see, it says about 33 centimeters long. Okay, all right. And this, the octagon, let me see, this is about 10 and a half. Okay, for that flower. All right, so let's go ahead and start with putting on our strip on the side of the edge. Okay, and I went ahead and I cut out 2 strips. Hopefully I will need more than that. I don't think I do for this one, but if I do, of course I'll go ahead and cut up another strip. And like I say, always remember when you're putting them on to press down the strip on the edge because of the glue. Since the glue is thick, you know, sometimes the strip tends to stay out a little more. But if you try to press down as much as you can, then you'll be okay. It won't affect it. I mean, it would affect it because it would help it go down more. But if you can't get it to go down more, then it's fine. Just what you gotta do is just cut the backing a little longer, and it should be help you. That should help you cover whatever is the strip doesn't cover. Okay, so this is what I do. I press down as much as I can. This one has a different shape to it, of course, so you have to like work with all the sides more. Press down. Sometimes I do like this just so it could press it down more. Okay. Alright, got one strip down. Let's see with the other one. Hopefully we won't need no more. I don't think we would actually. And this should be just fine. Hopefully my glue won't dry. I try not to put on too much glue at the same time because then it does dry quickly. So let's hope it didn't, or it doesn't. Hopefully I can put everything down before it dries. Okay. Alright, let's press down on it. Okay. Oh, 2 was enough. Look. Now we just have to snip off whatever was left. Good. Great. And of course, we have to saw that. Ooh, it has wings. Alright. We just have to check for the edges that are overlapping, so we could go ahead and erase that. I mean, not erase, I'm sorry. So we could go ahead and cut that off. Alright, so let's go ahead and see. This is what I mean by overlapping. See? Okay, so now we're gonna snip that off. Because if we don't, then it's just not gonna look right, actually. And we won't be able to put our the little wire for the hanging, or even if you don't want to put the wire, you just want to tape it on the walls, and that's going to make it a little difficult to do so. And also to be able to put down our petals. So anything that's overlapping, even if there's some extra glue, that will make it look bumpy, or it's just too bumpy for us to be able to put our petals on, or the backing, just go ahead and snip that off too. And of course I check both sides to make sure that everything is as even as I can get it. It's not going to be perfectly even, okay, but if you get it as close as you can, then that definitely works and definitely helps actually. Okay, right, I'm gonna check the other side, see if there's any glue or anything. Okay, this one doesn't have much, it's a little snip here. Okay, I think that should be fine. Like I say, don't worry, I throw everything on the floor, but I do clean it up. Alright, so if you did it correctly, it should look like this. Okay, alright, so next of course is our wiring, so we can hang it. Now if you decide you don't want to hang it and you just want to go ahead and just tape it on the wall, then of course all you have to do is just glue the backing of it and then just leave it like that. Okay, but I'm going to hang it, so let me go ahead and cut off the wiring. Okay, remember we have our little special wiring here, which you can find in any of your craft stores. They have them in different colors. It's up to you. I like this one because this one matches with everything. Okay, so I'll go ahead now, I unwind a little bit and then just stretch it out and just make a little loop in the top. Just eyeball it, see however you want it. You want a lot of it or a little bit of it's up to you. I'm gonna make mine about this big, this loop right here. Remember, we always have to leave a little bit, okay, because we need to you can use any scissors or any clips to cut it because the wire is thin. And remember, we have to leave a little bit over so we could twist it together, and that'll be the part that we will be gluing on our cardboard. Okay, so this is what I mean, like this. Okay, not just a loop. So we're going to go ahead and twist it like this. Okay, now this one I probably did it a little long. So if it's a little long, I go ahead and I snip it off, okay? Okay, so I went ahead and I snipped some off, so it should look like this now. And now we're gonna take and put a little bit of our glue on the cardboard like this. You could do a dot or you could do a little longer, so you, whichever you prefer. Okay, and now we're going to put our wire on. Okay. Hold it there for a little bit. So it should look like this. Okay. Let it dry a little bit there. Hold. Okay. Okay, so while it dries out, I'm going to go ahead now and start putting more glue around our cardboard. That way we could go ahead and put our backing on it. And like I said, you could do the backing whatever color you want. I usually just do them the same color as the flower that I'm doing, or whatever craft I'm doing. Okay. Okay, so once that's done, we'll go ahead and take the backing that we cut off, same shape that we're using, and just put it down. And press down, press down, press down, press down. And I flip it over too, and I press down a little bit more. And as you will see, sometimes I try for my backing to be a little longer, like I said, because when we put the edge on the cardboard, sometimes because of the glue, it tends to show a little bit more, the glue of course. So then, you know, I try to cut it a little more so that way the backing could cover that part too of the glue. So see, now I'm going to go ahead and cut up all that little extra on the side like this. Bend this over a little bit and cut out a little bit there. Sorry that since when the glue is a little dry and it's still a little sticky, it tends to stay on my scissors. Okay. Okay. So we did it correctly. Everything should be looking like this. The edge is ready, our back is ready. And now we'll go ahead and start with our leaves, okay? So like I told you earlier, we take our template of our leaf, and of course, like I said, we're going to be needing 12 red ones and 4 black ones, okay? So we do the outline, of course, and then we go ahead and cut them out. Okay, so when you do the outline, cut it out, it should look like this. Bam. Okay, I went ahead and cut some out beforehand. So I have maybe 12 red, 4 of the black one. So, oh, okay, let's get this together. Okay, yeah. So let me show you what I do once I have them come out, cut out. Okay, I take the leaf and I fold it in half. Okay, the hair on my lips. Sorry. Okay, I fold it in half. Okay, so you take the leaf, fold it in half. Should look like this. Fold it all the way to the top, and it should look like this. Fold it in half. Okay, and that we want this indentation in the middle. Okay, just like that. So we fold it in half. Okay, we open it up. We should have that indentation or that line right in the middle, and that's how we want it. Okay, so the leaf is going to be looking like this, like a little shape to it, and that's how we want it. Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time with the black one because we have to do the same process with the black one. We're gonna take it and fold it in half like this. Okay, all the way to the tippy top. Okay, you fold it. Okay, and it should look like this. Okay, and we definitely want that indentation as well in the middle of our leaf. Okay, now we have the red and the black folded in the middle, and we want to leave the little fold in the middle. Okay, all right. So once we have that done, we take and we are going to cut about, I'm gonna show you right now, about an inch up the leaf. Okay, so from the bottom here, about an inch up, we make a little cut. So we make a little cut like this. Okay, so look like this, about an inch. Okay, and we do the same thing with the black one. From the bottom, we cut up about an inch. Okay, so then the black one should look like this as well. Okay, all right. So now that we got that done, now we're going to glue the two little flaps in the bottom that we just cut out. Okay, so we're gonna overlap it. So we're gonna take our glue, my little glue gun, and put a little dab down here in the corner, like this. Okay, and now we're gonna take the other side and put it on top. And we want to bring it in as little as we can, so it could have a little, let me hold it and I'm gonna show you. About this much. Oh God, I can't really see how much is overlapping, but you see? So it could look like a little boat, like a leaf when the leaf is floating on the water. Yeah, okay, that's all we want, a little fold in the middle. We're gonna do the same thing with the black one. We're gonna take our glue, put a little dab here and down here in the middle. I'm sorry, in the corner, like this. Okay, and now we're gonna take this flap that doesn't have the glue and overlap it on top, glue it right on top of, or put it on top of the glue, and it should look like a little boat. Okay, that's what we want. All right. So now that we got those done, like I said, now we have 12 red and four blacks. So red, 4 blacks, the same process. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start off with the black one. Okay, we're gonna take one of our black ones, and we're going to glue it on one of our sides of our octagon. Okay, and we should glue it about this much. Okay, I would say it's about oops, I would say almost a little less than an inch. I would say about 2 centimeters in from the edge. Okay, from the edge of the cardboard in. Or if you want, just go by this little piece down here. Okay, the folded piece, that's how much you glue in. So let's take our glue gun. Okay, now if you want, what I do is, since this is the with the wire where we're going to hang our flower, I'm going to do it down and across from here. Instead of where our wiring is, I'm going to do it from the 2 sides across from the long side. Okay, so I'm going to do it here like this. I think it's obvious. You know what? Yes, do it like that, because since that's where you're going to hang it from, obviously, this is how it's going to look. So we want it like this, because if you put it where the hanging thing is, then it's going to look like this. So, yeah. Okay. I'm going to, now this is how it should look. Okay. There's our wire to hang it, so don't put it right where the wire is yet. The black one should be on the side here. Okay, now we're gonna glue our other black one right across from that one. So we take our glue, some glue down here, and glue it, put it right across from the other black one, like this. So it should look something like a bat. Okay, all right. So when we got that done, now we're gonna go with the red. Okay, I'm gonna put the red in whatever side you want. It doesn't matter. Do the same thing with the glue. Put glue on the bottom, okay? And you could do in whatever side you want. I'm gonna start on this side here. And it's going to be next to the black one, but it's going to go overlap it a little bit, and I'm gonna show you what I mean. Like this, okay? So we'll go ahead and I will put the other red one. If you want, what I do, I always continue a pattern. When I put one on, I put the other one across from that one. Okay, it's the glue, and now I'm gonna put the other one across from the one I just put down. And the same thing, just overlap a little bit from on the black one. Okay, so I'll do it like this. Right, so that's how whatever I put on, I go ahead and I put the other one across from it. Okay, continue doing the same thing. Okay, so now that I did this one, so it look like this, and I'm gonna go ahead and continue gluing the one across from that one. Okay, so if you did it correctly, it should be looking like this. Okay. Yep. So now we're going to start with our second layer. Okay, and we're going to take the black one. I'm going to start off the second layer. We're going to start off with the black one, just like we did with the first one, and we're going to glue the black one next in front, but in the middle of the other black and red one. So it should look like this once you do it. Should look like this. Okay. Right? So that's how it should look. So let's go ahead and glue it on. Okay. And of course, leave it a little closer to the black than to the red. Okay. So it should look like this. All right, now I just noticed myself that I did a mistake, and I'm gonna show you what I did. I actually needed to wait to put the black one on because that was supposed to be last. Okay, so I'm gonna take it off. My bad. See, I make mistakes too. So let me take it off. Because actually this is the black one is the last part that we do for our belt. I'm sorry. It was supposed to be a red one. Okay. Alright. So thank God I noticed that now before I put all the red ones. Oh, it would have been a mess. But okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to start the same process but with the red one. Not the black one. The black one is last. So once we finish our first layer, we're going to continue with red, not black. So that was my mistake. Sorry if you did it. I'm sorry. Okay. Alright, so let's continue with the red one. Thank God I noticed now. Now you guys would have killed me. Alright, so we'll go ahead and put it right where we had it, the other black one. Okay, so it looked like this. Sorry. Alright, so now we're going to glue the red one across from that one. And you'll see it makes more sense, obviously, that the black ones are going to be last ones. I don't know. Yeah, well, you know, we're not perfect. Things happen. Okay, so right now it should be looking like this. Okay? See? I'll show you. Like this. So instead of the black ones like I had, put the red ones where we have put the other black ones. So we continue gluing all the red ones on one across from the other, okay? So now if you have all the red ones on, it should look like this, okay? Now we put on our black ones, okay? And actually, obviously, we're gonna have to put them here, okay, where the other ones are, okay? Right, basically on top of that. So we'll go ahead and take our black one, okay? Right there. And we do, should look like this. now we're going to put our the black one right across from that one, okay? So add more glue. Okay, so if you did it correctly, hopefully we did it correctly now, should look like this. Okay, so obviously this is a red part of our Santa belly, and this is his belt. Okay, all right, so we got that done. So we're gonna work on, we're going to do the little hat. Okay, so you can get that out of the way. So like I said, you need to have a triangle. Cut out a triangle. Okay, about this long. Let's let me see. I'll be nice and measure for you guys. The long part is about 15 centimeters long, and the sides are about 10.5 centimeters. Okay, so both sides are about 10.5 centimeters, and the bottom is 15 centimeters. And now we have a rectangle. Okay, and the rectangle is about 14 centimeters. And like I said, it also depends on how big you're doing your flower. This is just so you can see the shapes that you can use to make the hat yourself. Okay, so this is how we do this. What if like I'm missing something? Oh yes, I need to show you guys how to. Okay, we have these little fluffy balls, like I call them. They look like little fur balls. We have blacks and we have white. We're going to use the white for the hat, and this is going to be, we're going to do different center, like I told you, from the original, or from the first one that I did. We're not going to do the same finishing. We're going to do a different finishing for this one. So we're going to need these little fur balls, and this is we need about 7 of them. Okay, then we're also going to be needing one of these little jingle bells. Okay, like I say, they sell them in little packages. The same thing with the, this is what I wanted to show you guys. They come in little packages. You could get them in any craft store. Okay, they come like this. This one brings different sizes, small, big, medium size. For this one, we're going to use a medium size one. And then you also have these. They sell them in all different colors, in all different sizes. I got these 2 packets because these are basically almost the ones that I use on the most. So this is what we're going to be using. Okay, all right, so now let's form our hat so you can have that done. And I'm going to show you. You're going to take the triangle. My hair. You're going to take the triangle, and we're going to take the rectangle, and you're going to put the rectangle on one of your sides, one of the short sides, and you're going to put it behind it, and it should look like this. Okay, like this, and you're going to put it behind it like this. Okay, not on the long side, on one of your same sides. Okay, and then we're going to glue it. Are you being bad to me today? Alright, so now we're going to glue this. A rectangle, let's glue it on the back. Okay, and you did it correctly. Should look like this. Okay, just like that. So we put the rectangle behind one of the even sides, not on the long side. The long side is what comes in the front like this. So we put it behind. Okay, now we're going to take a little white fur ball, and we're going to glue it on the tip down here, one of the, well, the long side down here. Okay, if you did it correctly, it should look like this. Little Santa hat. Okay, All right, so let's put that on the side. And now we're going to do the inside of our flower. So let's pick our baby back up. Okay, I think it needs a little bit more glue here. All right. Now, if you have a center that still shows a little bit of the cardboard and you want to add a little piece of red paper or black paper in the center, you could go ahead and do it. I'm not gonna do it on this one just because it's not that big, but if you want to, you want to cover it up, you could go right ahead and do that. It's fine. All right, so this is how we're gonna do. We're going to take our bell, okay, and we don't need this little ribbon on it, so we're gonna cut it off. Okay, so we are going to take the bottom part that's like this, okay, and we're going to glue it right in the middle of our flower. Okay, so we're gonna put glue like this, and we're gonna put it right in the center of our flower. We'll hold it. Okay, so it should look like this. Right at the center. Right? So now we're gonna take our little fur balls and we're going to glue it around the jingle bell. Okay? So I'm gonna start putting some glue on here. We're gonna glue it right close to our jingle bell. I'm gonna show you where I just put the first one. Like this. And we're gonna do that like this. And we're gonna do that all around the jingle bell. Okay, so if you did it correctly, it should look like this. Okay, so that was about 6 of them all around our bell. Okay, all right, so if you did it correctly, we made a little mistake. Well, I made a little mistake, but I corrected it right away. It should look like this now. Okay, see? And now we're going to go ahead and put our hat on. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put it on the left hand side of my flower. Okay, make sure it's the side where, you know, the little wire, make sure you have it up there so that way you can hang it. Okay, up here. All right, so I'll go ahead and measure. All right, and go put it there. I'll put it right on here. Okay, so just measure yourself wherever you think you would want it, whatever side you want it. Okay, and just put glue wherever it's going to, wherever you want to put it on, just so it could hold up on the leaves. Okay, so if you did it correctly, it should be looking like this right now. Okay, so there goes our other little Santa. Well, basically the belly of our Santa. Okay, and this is the first one we made. See, 2 different endings, so you can see you could do different type of endings. I decided to do the center different. Okay, all right, this is our little Santa we just made now. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me apologize once again for the little mistake I did there in the middle of the tutorial with the leaves. Okay, so let me reiterate. The second layer of leaves, we continue with the red, and we leave the black one last. The 2 black ones last. Okay, we start off with 2 black ones, we finish with 2 black ones. Okay, all right, well, if you would like to continue seeing more of my videos, of course you may subscribe to my channel. I will try to see if I could find some other fun Christmas or holiday activity to, or craft or flower to do with you. And if you would like to see more of my work, of course, you may look me up on Instagram and sign up to my page, which is elite_creations_80, and on my Facebook page, Elite Creations. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.